Ingrid Bergman stated, "Time is shortening, but every day that I challenge this cancer and survive is a victory for me." There are so many diseases found in the world. Some of them can be cured, and some others have been causing deaths for years. For example, cancer is the name of a group of disease in which body cells are changed in appearance and function. Skin and lung cancer diseases are some of the cancers that can result from a genetic defect. On the other hand, lung cancer cases are causes for the 80% cigarette smoking and is a major risk factor for many other cancers as well. I will explain the background of cancer and how important it is that we go and get checked annually. There are so many cases each year of cancer and death. When you think about it, what are people really doing to take care of themselves? Do they know how crucial it is to protect themselves? The Cancer.org reported that last year alone, over 6,000 cases of death were caused by cancer, which averages out to 1,500 deaths a day. Cancer Bulletin reported nearly 1/2 of all men and 1/3 of women in the U.S. will develop some form of cancer. It affects millions of people, not only in the U.S., but around the world. So it's important to know some general knowledge about it, since it is a very deadly disease, and if not treated early, can cause death. Today we'll discuss basically what is cancer, what are some common misconceptions, and what are some treatment options available for those that do have cancer. Cancer is a huge issue all around the world. People die from this disease every day. By protecting yourself from cancer, you can avoid smoking and other people smoke. The Prevention Health Concern states that you should stay away from overeating, drinking too much alcohol, and cut talking time on your phone due to radiation. Exercising should be in your daily routine, eating more greens such as vegetables, snacking on nuts, and staying away from smokers can decrease your chances by 12%. We'll start off with what is cancer. According to the National Cancer Institute, cancer is a general name for a group of diseases in which then 100 diseases are formed. This disease is the second leading cause of death in the United States alone, accounting for 22% of all deaths in this country. Now that's a lot. Cancer can develop from genetic defect, a single gene and a single chromosome that gets passed on from generation to generation. This disease can be treated and cured, but sometimes people may get it back again. Although there are many kinds of cancer, all cancers start because abnormal cells grow out of control. Cancer is an abnormal cell that will continue to grow uncontrollably at a rapid pace. A normal cell will grow at a rapid pace only when you're young, will slow down, eventually stop, and will start back up again when you're a little older to replace dying or worn out cells, which isn't a good thing. Another difference between cancer and a normal cell is that cancer can actually spread to tissue around your body and lead to tumors. You want to know that not every tumor is cancerous. These tumors are called fatal tumors. The difference is they can't continue to spread, while a tumor formed by cancer can spread throughout your body. Like I said earlier, some of the common forms of cancers in the U.S. are skin and lung cancer. Unfortunately, skin cancer has rapidly increased in the past 5 years. To start off, skin cancer last year diagnosed nearly 2 million cases. Most skin cancers are curable, but roughly 75% do lead to death, but the most being melanoma. Next, we'll talk about lung cancer, the second most common. Last year alone, over 6,000 cases of lung cancer was diagnosed. In the past 5 years, lung cancer has shown a steady rate, currently a 16% survival rate. Following this, we will now talk about what are some of the treatment options available for those that do have cancer? The most common three are surgery, radiation, and chemotherapy. Now with surgery, this is when a person chooses to cut around the cancer and the surrounding tissue to prevent it from spreading. Next, the most common is radiation. And then this is when X-rays and particles are used to kill the cancer cells. Lastly, we have chemotherapy. Now chemotherapy can be done in two ways. It can be taken through pills, or it can be injected directly through your body. This inhibits the cancer cell's ability to continue to grow and will eventually kill them. With this devastation in mind, I will now explain some of the common misconceptions people have about cancer. The most common thing is that cancer's death rate continues to grow, and this is not true. Since the early 1990s, the death rate of cancer has continued to drop by 20%. Now that is a lot. The reason for this is the improvements of technology and early detection has helped lead ways to saving lives. The next common misconception we'll talk about is that all treatment options are the same. This is not true. Each treatment option is tailored to each patient depending on where the cancer is and where it's located in your body. You wouldn't treat skin cancer the exact way you treat lung cancer. In addition, according to the Breast Cancer Daily, they reported the next common misconception a lot of people hold against cancer is that cancer is genetic defect and it runs through your family. Now, while cancer does run through your family, cancer is not hereditary, and if it does run through your family, this is something that needs to be checked annually because early detection is the key to curing it. The last common misconception we'll talk about today is breast cancer. A lot of people believe that breast cancer can only be in women, and this is not true. In the United States, last year alone, 2,000 men were diagnosed with breast cancer. The reason for this is that breast cancer forms in the tissue that both men and women share, causing men to be able to have breast cancer, which is unfortunate. Today we discussed a lot, but most importantly, you want to remember what cancer is and how crucial it is to get checked annually. In conclusion, cancer is an uncontrollable cell that can invade other parts of your body and affects millions of people each year. It's very important to have some general knowledge on it. You have to remember that early detection is the key to saving your life and other people's lives all around the world. I leave you with this quote by John Diamond. Cancer is a word, not a sentence. Thank you. And this was my audience today.